Hello, friends. How are we? Welcome. Happy Saturday, one and all. It's bank holiday weekend. For those people who, of course, have access to bank holidays this week. Happy Saturday. It's the Tintin shirt. Yes, absolutely. I've not worn this one for a while, actually, to be honest. And you know what? It's genuinely, I think it's one of my favourite football shirts that I own. It's just mint. It's just properly mint. Like, yeah, I just don't know. Like, I don't know how they managed to pull it off, but it was like, yeah, like a cracking shirt. So, yes, I should wear this more often, to be honest. So, thought, right, put this on tonight. That'll be smart. We had the Bayern Oktoberfest one on the other night. So let's see what happens, shall we, as we go through. Hope you're all good. There is things we need to address this evening before we go further. First thing, 3 games left of the season. Just spit my tongue over slightly there, so just let's move past that bit. 3 games left of the season. We are safe. We can't make the playoffs, so these 3 matches are sort of duds, really, to be honest, but it'll be fine. We'll watch them, we'll play them. That'd be great. We then start planning for next season, which means notebooks at the ready, of course, because it's recruitment, it's transfers. We have to start planning for what happens next season, so that is important. That's got to take place. And also, because there is no football to distract us with, should we have a little flick through the Argos catalogue for over 40s as well? Yes. We could maybe do that as well, couldn't we? Ooh. Mr. Maggio has just sent me a message about something that is something we could do. But tonight, I think what we should do is we should have a little cool down thing, and maybe we mention a number, do it as a redeem or something. Mods, I don't know how we're going to work this one out, but we'll do a redeem on a page number or something, and then we can have a look at some shirts and we can talk about them, and it'll all be lovely and wonderful. And but yes, let's have a little nosy through that as well. Yeah. Shall we get those 3 pesky football matches out of the way? That's just going to slow down the stream, because who wants to focus about Football Manager? God, not me. Let's click, shall we? Here we are then. Here we are. Welcome in. Shout out, of course, to Si Maggio. Pleasure to have you inside. Hope you're well. How's Whatnot stream tonight, by the way? Don't think we can make redeems, but we can use open a pack. Ooh, okay. Well, I mean, the one that Si had was redeem page number, random page number, manage that team. So that could be something for the future. Busy £700 of shirts sold. That's solid. That's pretty decent, isn't it? That is decent. Yeah, no, that's very good indeed. We need to start collecting some of our stuff, to be honest, over the next few weeks, months, as we get through. But yeah, it's going to be busy. I've got my eyes on a couple of things, so we shall see. Sorry, let me just quickly close this as well. Use open a pack to request a page number team from the CFS book. We could do that. Is the pack still? Is it still on there? Is it? How are we, by the way? How is everyone? Welcome in. I know, Dan. Sorry, it's not. I'm trying not to make you do admin. I'll do it myself if I have to. I'm better at that sort of stuff, aren't I? Evening, Christopher. How are we, sir? Welcome in. Pleasure to see you. 5,000 redemption points. There we go. Tuning says, favourite stream, loads of planning, getting excited about next season before all dreams are shattered. That's the way we do it. Shattered dreams like Cody Rhodes. David, are we staying next year if a club comes in for you? Who knows what club there could be? We don't know. We survived the interest from Gateshead, and I think, do you know what? I think mid-table safety in the first season, 17 wins, 18 defeats, 8 draws. That's not bad. 41 against, 46 scored. So again, goals are the issue again, as always. We obviously need to start scoring more goals. So we should see what we do. Stickers out of stock. Let me redo stickers then, shall we? Because youngest Jameson was like, oh, eldest Jameson was like, oh yeah, we could do it. We're doing sticker cards at school again, and I was like, oh, not football cards again. Like, we've just finished the season, and you're now wanting to do, football cards. Like, we just can't, can we? Open a pack is there, so that's there. Yeah, we'll have to. We can tweak that, I suppose. To be honest, why am I redeems out of stock? I don't know. Oh, Rougeau's turned them off. Yeah, there we go. That's why. That's why. Good man, Rougeau. Definitely has my back. Just gonna look to it. TJ doesn't need this sort of nonsense. Board, delighted with the club's vision, by the way. As we are right now, so on track for our targets, which of course is what we were hoping for. Well, basically not getting relegated is what we hoped for. Remember, turn them all back on. Do you know what? If they don't get turned back on, Rougeau, it's not a problem. They look like they're enabled on my side. So I've got hydrate, do a line, open a pack, football game, train stuff, boring town facts, player lookup, new gen and back seating. Are all on, but we should really turn the new gen off because we don't want anyone to do that, really. So it looks like it should all work from my perspective, but I guess we see. You mean it doesn't have Coke about do a line? Yeah, it's still there. Still there. Ian and Jimmy, evening Lee over on YouTube. Nice to see you all. How are we? Yeah, we need to go and buy some more random shit football books, I think, to be honest. How has everyone's Saturday been today, by the way? How have we been getting on? Have we had a wonderful time? We had a nice day. Have we had trials, tribulations? I'll tell you what I have done tonight, right? And busy day with the family. Chris, I feel that they're all busy days, aren't they? You know, I moved from YouTube over to Twitch. There's music. We have music, and yeah, we always have music on Twitch. We're not allowed to have it on YouTube because it's copywritten. So YouTube start to get they get a bit pissy about it. So we can't have any of it. So yeah, you get the full vibe over here. That's where the cool kids hang out. And to be fair, the tunes are normally pretty good as well. That's the thing. We've got indie disco on tonight, to be honest. Watch your local under 19s get battered 6-0, but it was a warm, lovely day. That is a wonderful match report there. I mean, the Hawks got battered 6-0, but it was lovely. Weather was really nice. Yeah, I've right. I'm gonna put it out here right now. Okay. I've done something I'm not proud of. Well, I'm proud of, but I don't like it, if that makes sense. All right. So, started talking about, let's look at Mr. Maggio already in on the football shirts. Speaking of footy shirts, right, I started talking to Eldest Jameson today, and he was asking about a couple of shirts that I've got, and he was like, "Oh, what's this one? Is this a nice one?" I was like, "Yeah, it's a good one." And then he started talking about, how kits are expensive and stuff. And I said, they're very expensive. Yeah. And he keeps going on about this season's Liverpool third shirt. And I keep trying to keep my arm's length going. I'd rather not have you have another Liverpool shirt. I'd rather you outgrow them all and can never wear one again. But, and this is the thing as parents, right? Sometimes you have to do stuff that you don't like. Because of the fact he's been playing for a new football team and he had to overcome leaving his old team and go and join a team where he knew nobody, and he had a bit of sort of a couple of dicks at school being dickish about him playing for another team. Long story short, I've ended up buying him the Liverpool third shirt. And he watched me do it, and I said, "Look," I said, "There you go." I said, "That's if you want it, I'll buy it now." And he's like, yeah. I was like, "Right, cool." So I bought it, and I got the biggest hug straight away from him, which was because I think he understands how much I hate Liverpool. I don't want to be encouraging any of this behaviour. So it was that, and then he had a beautiful moment where he went, "Do you want me to go and get some money from upstairs to bring it down?" And I was like, "No, you're not paying for any of it. This is me. I've bought it for you." And again, there was then there's the second hug at that point, the realization that he didn't have to pay for it. Classic football shirt, still cheaper getting it from Fanatics, Tuny. Classic football shirt, still 55 quid for the end of seasons. The sticker album is ridiculous price, well, isn't it, Tim? That is a lot of money. But yeah, so I ended up buying him that, and I was just like, "Oh, do you know what? Now he's going to end up having to fucking wear it." It is good parenting, but I just don't want to be wearing it in public and for people to think that I agree with it and that I'm a Liverpool fan. Don't need that. Have you all got any end of season sales on? I don't think so, Andy. He's already got the away kit, so he wears that quite a lot. But yeah, I'll have a look. And his birthday is sort of just before the season starts, so he'll get the new shirt at some point if he wants that. Right, how are we going to work this then, Si? So you want Portsmouth or Palermo? So let's have a look and see if there's anything in here that, this is. Oh, I'm not sure that we're allowed to read pornography on stream, but. This is, look. Yeah. First class parenting, encouraging kids to stay clear of scousers. I've done a terrible job there though, Danny, by making him look like one. Yeah. More. Aaron Thomas makes it 1-0. Right. Let's see how we do this then. So let's see if there's a sort of I don't know, a glossary. Oh, here we go. There is a glossary. Okay, so Portsmouth, page 42 and page 290. Oh no, there's a reference to Portsmouth in page 290. Page 42. I wonder whether this is just going to be a reference. Yeah. There's a reference to Portugal here. That's it. The bruised banana shirt. So it's the reference to when Portsmouth had it, and made famous, of course, by Arsenal. Could be worse. He could have asked for a Mag shirt. He wouldn't have got that, to us. And to be fair, I don't think he should even have had the Liverpool shirt, really. I'm regretting this now. I'm regretting this shirt. Definitely. Not out of 10 for the book. There's a shirt I want. Couldn't get it for years. Sao Paulo dark brown with a skull on the front. That is a top class shirt. Top class. I want this one. I want the France 98. I want to buy that. I'm not one for name sets, but it's got to have Zidane on it, right? And I reckon I can pull that off as well. I reckon I can wear that, the Nigeria shirt. I think I could probably wear that. Evening, Llama. How are you, my friend? Welcome in. Pleasure to see you. Hope you're good. Also, if anybody manages to find this, the Cameroon Italia 90 shirt, then yeah, they are super, 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 super rare, because I'm pretty sure the only players that had one are the players. I don't believe they're actually sold. Belson's all the way through. How are we, Llama? The life in Darlington is good. We are 3 matches away from ending the season. We finished mid-table. Bindley's just missed. It's nice he supports his mum's team. It's very sweet. That's proof he's a fucking idiot, though, isn't it? That's the problem. You know. How Law, T-Dog, welcome in. Or Tom Law, sorry. I've told him as well that he needs to focus on the fact that, you know, the whole York City thing, like, he's now experienced celebration and like his local side, so he should feel that more than any other glory supporting team he supports. So, but what was interesting though, we had a proper good conversation about this with him the other day, and he said to me, he said, what was the difference when you supported Aston Villa and when you support Sunderland? And he says, like, you know, why did you change? And I was like, and I had to explain to him the whole thing about, like, you know, being sort of like the sort of the additional sense of, like, you know, local feeling, and, like, you know, being your people and all that sort of stuff. Didn't get into the whole Steven Gerrard thing because he doesn't need to know about him. But I was like, look, you know, it made, like, I felt happier when that happened. You know, when Sunderland went up than anything that ever happened with Villa. And I was like, okay, I sort of get that. He sort of understood a little bit what was going on. So, yeah, I try to explain it to him. So hopefully we'll be able to, even if, you know, I'd rather he was a Leeds fan. There's another goal conceded. Evening A15, how are you, pal? Jimmy, very much on the old shirts these days. I feel you, Jimmy. Most of the old kits are better. All Villa fans see sense eventually. They do. They've got to, Llama. Do you know what I mean? And of course, the irony is, after I stopped supporting Villa, they became successful. So I'm pretty sure it was me holding them back. But Dad, you're a stand-up comedian. How can I be sure anything you say isn't a complete joke? Nothing wrong with Stevie G. Oh, there's a lot wrong with Stevie G. His links to the criminal underworld, the fact that he's has no morals, goes off to Saudi Arabia, you know. The fact he's shit at his job. loads of things. But the best thing he did, though, was fall over. So there's that. But again, we're not. Links to the underworld. Oh yeah. Not the band either. Not the band. There's a couple of suggestions as to why he wasn't allowed to go to Chelsea. You know, the man who was Mr. Liverpool, who handed a transfer request in so he could try and join Chelsea, and then was promptly warned against the move by a couple of local hoodlums who basically said, "You ain't going nowhere, pal." Born Slippy is an Underworld song, very appropriate. Maybe he was in Underworld. Maybe that's it. It's a load of bollocks created by Evertonians. I don't think Evertonians are going to be that arsed about Steven Gerrard leaving. If anything, they would have hoped that he did leave, surely. And his daughter goes out with a very upstanding member of the community, right? I believe may have now been put in jail. Well, but ultimately, I think we can all agree. Fuck Steven Gerrard. And fuck Liverpool Football Club. I'm regretting doing this shirt now. I really am. Do you know what? Now I'm thinking I should just cancel it. Because I now can't. Like, it's just like, it starts getting at me going, fucking, I hate them. Yeah. Don't. It only encourages them. Yeah. Oh, such a dilemma. Such a dilemma. Also, I couldn't get propane today. So I was just, do you know what I mean? No, I wasn't happy about that. I was going to try and do a barbecue this afternoon. Couldn't get them. Why do I hate Liverpool? Because it's mainly the Scousers. I've got Gerard 8 on the back. No. I hate Gerard. Why would I get Gerard on the back of a new shirt? He doesn't play there. Liverpool is a club supported by Lemmings. Can't stand Liverpool. Yeah. Or I'll leave. All right. Bye, Stain. Pleasure to have you in. I mean, if you're an Everton fan, you can stay. There's probably Abe Simpson moment there. Hello. All right. On my way back out again. TJ, how to win friends and influence people. Episode 375. Are you a Liverpool fan? Bless. You agree with Liverpool fans' opinion on the Sun? They have that going for them. Yeah, but right, that bit, JM, fine. But they all watch Sky, which is owned by Rupert Murdoch, who owns the Sun. So, do you know what I mean? They can't have it both ways. Not every club, Tuny. Not every club. Liverpool and Newcastle, mainly. Chelsea got a bit, didn't they? I'm not a massive fan of Chelsea. And everyone else, I'm not really that arsed about. West Ham are a bit pointless. Arsenal fans are a bit whingy, yeah. Yeah, Man City aren't even a real club. They're just a League Two club with state backing. Sorry, League One club with state backing. But yeah, this is why we don't talk about real football. See, although I did bring it up again, didn't I? Just wait till the World Cup comes out, and then I can be anti-English as well. It's gonna be such a great summer. Oh, Randy, how have you missed that? Can't find it. It's the coming home points redeem. Oh, do you know what? We should do that, shouldn't we? We should agree with that. Yeah, whenever England fans think it's coming home, I should be like, nah, do you know what? Nah, it's not happening. Don't agree with Liverpool fan hate. So many people saying they hate us. What have I done? I don't know. I don't know what you've done, Stain, but I know what collectively they've done. And unfortunately, I'm in charge around here. So, I'd like to say it's a democracy, but it's really not. Evening, Mr. Goodger. How are we, sir? Welcome in. It's never coming home. It's never coming home. The bit that got held by the mods, Llama, was the it's coming home, and that's from the last international thing. When we used to get knackers coming in the stream being like, it's coming home, and I'm like, it's not though, is it? And it didn't. So I forgot that was still a banned phrase. Yeah, I had a great time with that. What was that one? That was the Euros, wasn't it? Yeah, that was the Euros. I had that one. Oh, and the World Cup as well when you all went out to Qatar. Yeah, go on, Brindley. Quite right. Keep the wrong uns out. Exactly. JM, I'm unsure Liverpool fans are worse than other fans, but I'll accept the dear leader's thoughts on this. See? There we go. That's what we do. Blind faith. Just, yeah, whatever. To be fair, a lot of the regulars have just given up arguing. Just like, just let him shout whatever he wants to shout. we're here. He'll say something funny later. He'll have 5 minutes of ranting, and then he'll be distracted with something else, and away he goes. Yeah. Is it the Scouse not English thing? I mean, I couldn't give a fuck. My allegiance is Scotland. It's the fact that they're so up themselves and they think that they're better than everyone else, or the fact that they deserve different to everyone else. It's just like, do you know what? Right, just stop it. Right. We're not talking about them at all. This is the problem. They make it about themselves, and we're not doing it. We're not doing it. Thoughts on Klopp? I think Klopp is a corporate sellout, and also he only managed to win one league title. Not that good, despite spending all the money in the world. No, but he couldn't compete with Pep Guardiola. Yeah, he couldn't. Yeah. The most successful the most successful runner-up behind Mikel Arteta. TJ is slowly trying to do himself out of a job by alienating one fan group at a time. Yeah, I think so. Just, do you know what, Jim? Just wait till I take it out on the Oldham fans. It's just me and like 3 Leyton Orient fans in the chat going, right, and you lot can fuck off as well. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, off to Red Bull he goes, like, a man of the people apparently. Loads of runners up and finished with 97 points. Doesn't matter how many points you've got. They still came second. Like whoever came second in the London Marathon is the second fastest London Marathon runner. They're still second. It just meant whoever won the league got more points. I'm not saying I agree with the Man City thing, but they got more points. So, man of the people off to prop up multi-club ownership would wash their brand image and stab 50 plus 1 in the back. Jurgen Klopp. Yeah, I agree, Tooney. It is to serial cheats, but he still couldn't beat them, so he's still second. That's the problem. That's facts, innit? The league table doesn't say, yeah, but. Right, off we go. So let's talk about something else, right? You cried when Klopp left. Oh my God. Right, I saw a TikTok today of Michael Barrymore doing a 10-mile run in jeans, right? This is where we're going, okay? We're not talking about Liverpool. We're not talking about Scousers, right? Okay. Michael Barrymore was doing a TikTok running in jeans, 10 mile. He stopped for a cigarette at one point as well. And I've never felt more athletic. It was quite out there. I'll make you like Scousers. Honestly, Stain, you won't. Like my in-laws are Scouse. Like unless you're like, how do you think, right? Okay, here's a question. I'm gonna regret asking this, aren't I? How are you going to make me like Scousers? Okay, unless you, because I'm not even gonna give you any ideas. Okay, the floor is yours, Stain. Right? You've got 3 messages. Okay, 3 messages to make me like Scousers. This is not love Scousers. This is not make me dislike them less. This is to make me like them. Okay, so 3 messages. Within that, okay, and bear in mind, within that, this has obviously got to be. This has got to be pretty good. This is a little bit like ISIS going like, do you know what? Give me 3 minutes, right, and I'll change your mind. Okay, right? Look, come on. I know we've got a bit of bad press, right? But, Not all Scousers support Liverpool. True, true. But that's all like, not all racists, not all people who read the Daily Mail are racist, but, but all racists read the Daily Mail. Am I comparing Liverpool to ISIS? I'm not. I'm saying that it's like that. What's the aim with Darlington? The aim with Darlington, for those people who are remotely interested, is to just survive, I think. John Bishop, no. I need to hear what these three. I need to hear how staying care is gonna make me like Liverpool, right? It's gonna be good. No one can convince me to like Liverpool if they have 3 million attempts. I know. Right. Anyway, I'm gonna move on, right? Because believe it or not, this is not a Liverpool stream. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna move on, right? Stain's got some homework to do. Okay. We'll leave them to decide whatever they're gonna do in the background, right? Just coming up with a compelling argument. Lama's asked whether I'm off to any festivals. Not really. Not this year. Not this year, I'm afraid. Unless there's some sort of local festival going on, which we can get to in Deershed. I'm not allowed back to Deershed, am I? No, I'm probably not. Yeah, I'm not allowed back there. All right, I'm waiting, Stain. I'm not sure. Where are you off to, Lama? Are you off anywhere nice this year? Is anyone else off to a big festival this year? Spurs have won the FA Cup semi-final, by the way, and West Ham have won the other one. So, Chris, just in case you're interested here, right? Spurs versus West Ham in the FA Cup final. Okay, Arsenal bottled at the semi-final stage. Magpie Fest is quite good. Oh God. Is that just Sam Fender and a bunch of sports washers? Biggie's off to Leeds. I'm not going to any this year. Oh, who's on Leeds this year? Oh, there you go. Yes, Stain's already given up. Just like, oh, do you know what? Yeah, people have got their own opinion. Yeah. So see, I was right. Good, we're off to Glaston Budget. Talk to me about Glaston Budget. Good, Magpie Festival is a small festival just north of York. Oh, okay. Let's maybe have a look then. Bring Me the Horizon at Breakout in Manchester. Nice. Might get last minute download tickets, says Chris. Young Beatles music. I'm not sure about that. That feels unsafe. Young Beatles music. I feel like I'd be I think they'd spot me from a mile off. Like, oh, here he comes. Here, someone's dad's turned up. I'm like, yeah, exactly. Just seen the Reading Leagues line up. I haven't seen it this year. Let's have a look. Let me take who have they got? Let's see who I recognise from this list. This should be interesting. If it's not Pulp and the Lightning Seeds, I don't know who's going to be there. Or Embrace playing any festivals? I'd imagine Embrace are playing Coachella. I imagine that they're playing Glastonbury again. They're playing FM Con. They'll be doing that. Have we been with the same team for 9 seasons? We have, yeah. It's been quite embarrassing. Quite embarrassing that we've been at Darlington for 8 years. 8 years of which we're in the National League North. This is the first season of the National League. Embrace are playing Peace Hall in Halifax. Are they? Oh, I might have a look at that because they're playing in Sunderland as well, but it's quite expensive for the fact that they're Embrace. Oh, good ball through. There's Bindley. Gone. Do I like the Lightning Seeds? No. Oh. No, because and also you're about to tell me desk house. Yeah, we know. Danny's vocals might struggle a bit outdoors, I reckon. I think so as well. I think Danny's vocals really struggle once you give him a microphone. That's the problem, isn't it? And it's just like, Danny, you sound fine until you open that delightful mouth of yours. You went to see Pendulum there last year. Nice. A couple of my mates went to see Biffy Clyro there last year. And unfortunately, I didn't get tickets at the time, so I was a bit gutted about that. But I did see them at the Scarborough Open Air, and that was pretty cool. And Richard Ashcroft was there back in April, I think. But like 75 quid to go and see Ashcroft at Scarborough. Okay, here we go then. Right, let's see what we've got. So, Charlie XCX, I've heard of her. I couldn't tell you any songs, but I've heard of her. Chase and Status, I've heard of them. Dave, isn't that like the old comedy channel? Are they just doing reruns of Mock of the Week at Leeds? Florence and the Machine, heard of both of them. Fontaine's DC, I've heard of them. Honest, do you know what? I might as well go to Leeds. I know all of the lineup. Is that all them, is it? After watching Deftones at Crystal Palace, I need to go and see them. Yes, Deftones would be pretty class, to be honest. Dave has gone solo since Chaz passed away. You know what? It would be mint if it was. Predictions for the championship playoff. Hull promotion will be fun. Who's in, Andy? Let me know. Let me know the playoffs. What's it looking like? Who have we got? Right. Who else have we got on the on here? Ray, Kasabian. I've heard of them. Somber, Role Model, Skepta. I've heard of. Kneecap. I've heard of them. Geese. Sky Newman, Josh Baker, Ketema, Jade. Are these people just like Brazilian footballers turning up with one name? Adela, Keo. Right, I take it back. I don't actually know who these people are. Millwall versus Hull, Southampton versus Middlesbrough. Oh, do you know what? Do you know what? I think the Premier League deserve Millwall. I think the Premier League deserve Millwall. They don't deserve their fans, obviously, but yeah. For Aaron's purposes, we want Southampton, but for the Premier League to go, oh, they're the best club, the best league in the world. No, yeah, but here's Millwall. Just to turn up and like just, be a nuisance. And also, Hull's been in the Premier League before. Southampton's been in the Premier League before. Middlesbrough I'd quite like to come back up, but yeah, I just think it'd be funnier for Millwall. Hull had 6th from bottom XG, baffling they made the playoffs. True TJ Ball. And that sentence baffled me enough, to be honest. Oh, great cross. Eddie Houghton at the back post. No one deserves Millwall apart from their fans. That's true. That's true. But it is also a thing of like, all that money that's floating around the Premier League, the opulence of it all, parachute payments going to Millwall. Again, just be like, Sky trying their best to make it be like, oh look, it's a festival of football, and it's like fucking Millwall versus Bournemouth on a Monday night. Just like, yeah, here we go. Here's Super Sunday. Yeah. It's fucking, oh great, it's fucking Millwall versus Fulham. Yeah. It's the big one. It's the one we've been waiting for. Wouldn't you rather a few more northern clubs in there? Nah. Again, not really asked. To be honest, I'm not. Don't really care. It's all much of a muchness, isn't it? Whoever comes up's probably going to go straight back down anyway. So, oh, Randy, what a finish. Who's my team? I'm a Sunderland fan. Problem is, the only other northern team that can be really is Middlesbrough, because Hull don't technically count. You know, like Sunderland versus Borough is like a sort of is a not rivalry thing. It's not a derby. Oh look, it's Sunderland versus Hull on Friday night. Like, nobody wants that. Do you know what I mean? Like, nobody's bothered. You know. Oh, it's Leeds versus Southampton. Can you believe it? Like, and it's live. Like, right. And what's your point? Anyone versus Hull's one to miss. Yeah, I mean, Ipswich have already gone up, haven't they? So, to be like, right. So it's Ipswich versus Brentford. Yeah. Oh, look, it's Ipswich versus Newcastle. Great. Brilliant. West Ham versus possibly Hull or Middlesbrough. Ugh. Leave Ipswich out of this. Oh, hey, Chaser. I would, but the problem is that when you invite Ed Sheeran into the dressing room to sing, then you kind of got to be like, look, listen, Ipswich, right? The Nigel Farage thing was bad. It was really bad. But getting Ed Sheeran into the dressing room to sing with your players, that's oh, do you know, is it worse? It's up there, isn't it? Go on, Coulson. Can't wait for Peter Drury to try and make some poetic quotes during Millwall versus Everton. Yeah, I understand that he supports them and he's got shares in them, but he's still Ed Sheeran. Like, do you know what I mean? I'd vote Nigel Farage before Ed Sheeran. See? Both teams sharing blue form. You know, it's like if Mick Hucknall was a shareholder at Man U, they wouldn't want him turning up into the dressing room and singing about a trip to a fairground, would they? They'd be, get out, Hucknall. You know, not like fake Newcastle fan Sam Fender. He'd be there with his getting the selfie in front of the Newcastle board, being like, hey, look, lads, we've just beaten Millwall. Quick, everyone get a selfie. Yay. Quiet lads, Ronan Keaton wants to sing about a roller coaster. Yeah. Mick Hucknall couldn't afford shares of Man United. Money's too tight to mention. There we go. This is why Llama's in the stream. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, Mick Hucknall, what do you think the home shirt should be next year? Oh, just simply red. Yeah. Nothing fancy. Question Dan had, by the way, here. How on earth did you resist buying an R9 shirt? Oh, it was 125 quid. Mrs. J was like, you can buy it if you want, which sort of means you shouldn't be buying that. Looks good for his age, though he's holding back the years. Joshua Doofus. Can you get a doofus up front? I'm busy racking my brains for another Simply Red pun. In fact, you know what? Let's try it with all other football clubs. Thing is, right, Mick Hucknall, he went and had a look around Old Trafford for a bit, and he came across Darren Fletcher, and he was like, oh, he said, you look familiar, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Which one are you again? And then Darren Fletcher goes, if you don't know me by now. There, that's it. Yeah. And now it's the Hives. I thought about trying to make a team with the funniest names, but it just ends up being duck puns. Duck or dick puns. To be honest, duck puns made much more sense. In here, that doesn't sound bizarre, does it? Oh, I tried to make just like loads of like a clever name for football, but all I can think about is ducks. Evening soccer with Brian. Look at that. 8 months in. Hello, my friend. How are we, sir? Nice to see you. Hope life is treating you as well as it can be. Mr. Positive, in with the believes. Hope you and the family are well, Brian. Pleasure to have you in. He's wearing his glasses too. Flying V formation. No. It was written as duck. Wasn't me. It wasn't my fault this time, Rougeau. I love the way I get the blame. I get the blame here. Yeah, 4-3-3. 4-3-3, Andy. It is most of the time. Most of the times it's my fault. Agreed. It's most of the time. Yeah. But this time I didn't think it was. But I will take the blame. Seems fair, doesn't it, really? Shall we have a look then? Final league standings. Guess where we finished, everyone? We finished 12th. Have we had a promotion push yet? Last year we did. Yeah, got promoted last year. This year not so much. We thought about having a bit of a promotion push, and then we decided against it. And we went, do you know what? Let's just tail off a little bit and finish mid-table. So, first season in the National League, fine. It's worked out well for us. Having relegated, finished mid-table. That was solidification season. 12th, get the party poppers out. Do you know what? I had to reread that because I thought you just said get the poppers out. I was like, we could. It's not quite how I'd celebrate normally, but yeah, for 12th. Yeah, good idea. Request to get relegated. Why? Why would we do such a thing? It's ridiculous. Become an established national team. That's what we want. Yeah. Let's agree with that then. Okay. I mean, they're not going to give me a coaching badge or anything. 12th is the way. Like, do you know how, like, there's always, like, they say that the fans are the 12th man. I think being 12th is the 12th man. Yeah. Safety and stability of 12th. It's like a warm hug, isn't it, Rouge? Yeah. Now would be a good time to let the players know what you plan to achieve next season. We're not going to achieve anything, but let's go for mid-table. Yeah, that's fine. They're happy enough. Great players tonight, TJ. Thank you, Lama. It's the what it is I typed that it's indie disco tonight, so it's a new playlist I found, but it's a bit more varied, isn't it, than the previous one? So yeah, I'm feeling it. Thank you for picking up on that. Yeah, all those YouTubers, they're missing out on it. They're missing out on the vibes. Right, shall we get the pens and paper out then, shall we? The playoffs haven't quite finished yet. But we know we're not in them. So we can take a step back. The old Halafus sent off, put some soundtrack of our lives on the playlist. Oh, nice. Do we have transfer targets? Good question. Good question. Do you know what? I don't really think I do this year, Llama, because I wanted to give everyone a run out, really, and just sort of see what was happening. One player I am keen on Randy Knight. See if we can get him in, maybe. But let's have a bit of a breakdown as to where we are. So this year, we've got 2 goalkeepers in the mix. Invisible season, go big or go home. Oh, now Niels and Wheels, I think you mean invincible season, don't you? But invisible season, that is actually so much better. So much better. The invisible season is right for TJ. How was the left back this season? The left back was okay, but we're going to need to replace him, aren't we? That's the problem. Let's break it down, and we'll go with who we've got and who we haven't got. Okay, so Reagan Klug has come in as a goalkeeper. He's got a contract of 2036. He's 23 years old. And to be fair, he's done all right for this level, hasn't he? 7.24 in his 5 games, 3 clean sheets. So we definitely need a new goalkeeper when he gets sold. This is what we're saying, right? So we'll tick him, okay? We expect him to leave. We've also got Josh Mack, who's out of contract. 750 quid a week. He's been a stalwart for us. 4 years at the club. He's been ever present until the last 5 games. Do we call time on his career? Do we call time on Josh Mack? We got really upset with him because he dropped the ball over the line, and that was like the final straw, to be honest. And he's been okay, but do we see if he just accepts less money? Because Asplin's come in as a backup. We haven't needed him, so we could obviously let Asplin leave. In fact, he's wanted by reasonable sides as well, actually. Rushing out of 16, pace of 1, perfect. Acceleration of 2, though, Llama. Goalkeeper should be a number 1 target for me. What do you reckon? What, even above? Are you not rating Klug 33? Because I'm going to be honest, the handling, I'm not. 12 is fine. Command of area, I would want a little bit more. I don't really know what else I'd like. Balance is okay. Maybe bravery and composure, possibly. Yeah, for this level, I think Klug's certainly decent. Communication, yeah. He's got a couple of issues on him, hasn't he? Yeah. Reflexes 10, no, but this is in the National League though, Tooney. Defense wins championships. Okay. Do you know what? This is what I like. You're a hard crowd to please. And his nose looks red. Yeah, he does actually, doesn't he? Yeah. He's got a bit of a wino nose and his hair's shite. So, all right, fair enough. We're getting rid of Reagan Klug then. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I've looked into it. You're right. He looks stupid. Get rid. Lewis Billington. $20.35, £1,000 on the wages. I think mentally he's still good, but physically and technically, he's not great. Proving that we were rotating him out a little bit last year. This year, I should say, sorry. So he's not a first choice anymore. He does have another year in his contract, so he is there. Billington will be good in a pub team quiz. Do you reckon? I mean, work rate and teamwork and leadership, determination, aggression, jumping reach, tackling, bravery. He's got everything I need. We've been playing him at right back, though, Tuning. That's the thing. We've been playing him out at right back, so where he hasn't really got the acceleration or the dribbling or crossing or marking to really do that. So at best, he's going to be back up now, I think. Look, Critchlow. He's got 2035 as well. And he's only on £500 a week. Billington is a very posh dog name. Do you know what? I've not thought of it that way, actually, Dan. Clues communication is him sending a WhatsApp message to his defender. Yeah, but on his old number. So Critchlow, 17 for determination. Balance is good. Work rate's good. Sorry, teamwork is good. Acceleration, stamina. I quite like Critchlow, but I think he might want to leave. Oh no, he's okay. He's happy enough now. Wanted by Curzon Ashton. And then we've got Adam Bass in. Critchlow's technicals are a crime. Yeah, they are. They are pretty shocking, aren't they? They are pretty bad. But he's determined to not improve them. And he's also very, very one-footed as well. Like, even if he thinks about using the other foot, he falls over. But then again, look, potentially a League Two left back, despite the fact he can't use his left foot. So he cuts inside. This is a bad idea, isn't it? Or do we put him at left back? He's awful. Are we getting rid, are we? Is he backup worthy? Or is he just like, get him out the door already? Adam Bass isn't any good either. He can play at different positions and doesn't have the attribute for any of them. I think that's probably fair. Right, Bass has got to go. Right, Critch. Okay. Critchlow, we've said Critchlow. We've said no. No to Critchlow. Okachukwu, we can't get back again. This is like 2 seasons on loan. Will they let us do a third? No, different environment, unfortunately. We'll have to wait and see. Centre backs. So at the minute, left back is key, right? That is like the number one priority, is left back. On £500, Critchlow could be good assistant to the regional backup if nobody bids for him. Let's have a look at centre backs then. So Hendo. $1.3. 1 more year in his contract. He's still 6'7". He's not getting any shorter, but he's also not getting any better technically. Although he has had a good season. 7.03 average rating. He's won 77% of his headers. He's won 81% of his tackles. 186 interceptions. I mean, he stays, right? He's got to stay. Surely. I know he's Not great work rate. His leadership's really, really lacking, to be honest, but I think he has to stay. With a heavy heart, I think we have to have a discussion about Hamish Douglas. Or do we? Out of contract, 800 quid. Is he declining? His mentals are still good. If Douglas shaves the beard but kept the moustache, you'd have him. Right, that's it then. Let's do that. Pace, stamina, not great. But he's 6'5". He's the club captain. He's been with us 2, 4, 5 years. He's been with us thin and thinner. Look how many matches he's played. 35, 45, 44, 48, 45. Hope you're doing well. Fortunate about the draw. Oh, James in, yeah. Talking Newcastle or talking Sunderland, I'm not sure. Looks like it should be on A-list. He's the club captain, but he gets tired putting the armband on now. Should we put a question mark on him? This is going to feel like when we got rid of Dawson, isn't it? Like, should we have a look at Ablett? Because part of me thinks he can leave. But then his physicals are great. And as a centre-half who attempts overhead kicks, I feel like he's got vibes, but we haven't played him. Because again, technicals non-existent, but brave, can jump, determined, good team working, good positioning, can't really tackle, can't really mark, no good at heading. He can jump in the air, can't head it when he's up there. No vision, so he can't even see what he's doing when he tries the overhead kick. No wonder you're doing so well if he's doing overhead kick clearances. Well, exactly. It's a miracle you got promoted with this lot. Bastard ball must work. Ain't that right, yeah? So we need a centre-back, I think. The kind of person that shouts, watch this, and then proceeds to run headfirst into a wall. Yeah, that's it. So we need a centre-half. Sunderland were lucky. Yeah, probably. Well, I don't know. Bit unfortunate for a red card, I think, but it's that's the way it goes these days, I believe. So yeah, we'll deal with it. Not ideal, but never mind. 4 points against Wolves, eh? Not many teams can say that. 20.35 for Belston. 1K a week. Can we get Julio Arco on the left? Morse got 6. Liverpool didn't. Liverpool only got... Did they get 1? Or did they get 3? I'm not sure. And Newcastle definitely didn't. And they're not ones for 6 easy points, are they? Belston is the best centre-back I've seen. Oh, he's been playing midfield. Maybe that says something. Yeah, Belston in. Belt and braces. He stays. And then we've got Lama's man Gilligan. Sir kicks a lot. He's actually starting to improve a little bit as well. Determined, again, not really great for acceleration, but very aggressive, brave, good concentration, good work rate. He wants to leave, but I mean, he might end up just leaving. He is decent, but we've not really played him, and I think he's going to hold that against us. I'm going to put a question mark. I'd like him to stay, but he might want to go somewhere else, I think. Openda. Now, here's what I think, right? I think once we gave him an actual contract, he started playing worse. Again, dropping into a bit part player at 29. He's looking for a new club, so at the level you're getting at, stuck at, his attributes aren't great. No. Reliable backup. He is a backup, and he does a job. But yeah, certainly not a starter anymore, is he? So, okay, we'll see if we can. If we keep him, let's see if he'll take a backup role. Bindley, 2035. Nine goals for Bindley. Quite surprised by that. 9 goals, 4 assists in 43 matches. 16 determination. Could do a bulking up a little bit. Good first touch, good passing, good vision, bit of flair. He's 25. We don't know whether he's a. We don't know what he is. He thinks he's a fullback. I mean, he's not. He's a midfielder, isn't he? Really, but Bindley has to stay. In midfield is better than in defence, but then somehow we've been keeping goals out, like in a sort of. Yeah, there's definitely better players in midfield. I agree. I think the defence are more of a collective, possibly. Definitely a replacement for Openda, says James. Gary Kelly. I mean, he's 2036. $2,000 we're paying in. Bravery, balance, determination. Dives into tackles. 7.02 for his average rating. 5 goals, 3 assists. Yeah, he's done all right. He's done okay. He's overachieved his XG. 10 chances created. Kelly is another one that would be better at centre back. I feel like I need to play everyone at centre back this season. So Kelly stays. Don't forget to put the file in the subsection. Yes, I will do. I will do, Dan. Well remembered. Well reminded. So there's the centre midfielders, sorry. And then out wide, out on the right. St. Bernard. $11 assists, 2 goals. He needs to score more, doesn't he? He expected to score 5, he scored 2. Expected to do 10 assists, he's got 11. 21 chances created. I think St. Bernard stays, doesn't he? Had a bit of laugh to do at 6 of a back system. Yeah, I think we need to do that. No one else is doing it. We could be the one. We've also got Kalkolowski as well. Kalkowski, who's just brought in as backup, really. 1.3, that's a lot of money. So maybe we look to move Kalkowski out, actually. Passing on these lots is quite low. Are we hoofballing? No, that's a good point, actually, Llama. We're well, it depends upon how we do, because if we are in, if we're in counter attack, then yes, we hoofball. Yeah, we go direct. But if we play possession, we go shorter passing. So maybe we need some more technicians. I think we maybe get rid of Kalkowski, just for the money that he's costing us. I think we can get better to sit on the bench. Although he is happy being a squad player. He would never go at my system, Pavel. I mean, physically, like, quick, determined. I guess he can cross the ball, I guess. Gets forward whenever possible, knocks the ball past. I mean, he's got the traits of a player who can work at this level, but I don't know whether he's got the ability of a player that can work at this level. Now we get to the interesting bit. Okay. Where some big decisions are going to have to be made. Okay. John Coulson. We're playing him out on the left. Do we play him out on the left, or do we now move him as the forward? I like him. And I think we've said this every season. Is he a 10, or is he part of a 2 up front? And do we therefore need to change our system a little bit? Because he's fine out wide. 5 goals, 3 assists. Should we expect a bit more? Maybe. I mean, he's outperforming his expected goals. He's in and around expected assists. He's finishing 8, so he's not an out-and-out striker. He's got a bit of vision, a bit of passing, so he's not really the playmaker winger he thinks he is. He's a leader, though, so can't really lose that. Comes deep to get the ball, so is he like a sort of DLF, a false 9? Anticipation's good. Off the ball's decent. Decision making's fine. Composure's fine. Teamwork, work rate. Is it another season where he plays out wide? Dribbling of 5? No. What about centre mid? He's a 10. More of a DLF than a wide man. Could we convert him to a centre mid? Do you reckon? Like an 8? I know that dribbling's pretty low, right? Tackling of 1. Yeah. He can run and lead, give him Starmer's job. Yeah, that's the thing. See? Not really good enough at the job, but better than everyone else around him. DLF all day. Okay, so if we play with 1 striker, I want to turn him into a Dwight York under Roy Keane. Ooh. He'll stand in the centre circle in a high-vis jacket, waving opposition players through. Does semaphore. Could we play him as a DLF at the top and then have players running around him, do you reckon? Right, I mean, ultimately he stays, right? Because the problem is if we play him as a 10, that tends to suggest a 4-2-3-1, and we don't want that. So how do I put a 10 in without changing it to the Devils formation? We'll have to think about it. 4-4-1-1. Okay, that could work. If you get the right inverted wide players around him, he'd be good as a DLF. Okay, let's think about that then, because we've also got Eddie Houghton out on the right, out on the left as well. Again, getting paid more money than he's probably worth. He's not get crosses in from wingers kind of striker. No, he's not, is he? He's like, play the ball into feet, let him turn around and lay the ball back off again, probably. And crossing of 10's not brilliant, but determined, works hard for the team, got a bit of flair, agile, so he can get in and about. He's pacey. If you get 100 grand for him, sell him. Where did he come from? Bolton. So that's all we've got. Ellis Hume's already gone. He's agreed to go to Hamilton, so he's out. He's not good at much. I wouldn't even call him a winger. And then Randy, I want to kind of get Randy into the club, to be honest. Should be out of contract at the end of the season. Although I worry that Harrogate have now seen something in him and will trigger a contract extension. But I like 16 finishing. I like 15 determination. I like 14 composure. I like 14 off the ball. I could see him and Coulson playing quite nicely together. Franny Church only got 9 goals for us. So that lack of acceleration slowed us down a bit. And he's out of contract, so I'm now thinking, do we go in for him again or do we leave him? Oh. And then what are we going to do with the tactic as well? Like, are we going to stick with how we played? Are we going to change things? So centre forward is lacking because we haven't got one. So I guess the question now then is, in terms of budgets, we don't know budgets yet. Okay, so we can't get that. I'll wait until the season's officially over before we start transferring, because we won't know, obviously. I also don't think we've got any transfer budget for anyone. So if we go for recruitments, centre mid, striker, centre back, and then left back. See what they've come up with. Evening, Aussie. How are you, pal? Welcome in. You could go with it 5-2-1-2. Get rid of the destroyer completely. Do attacking wing back. I think it depends upon what we can get, really. Because if we're going to do that, then we need 2 good attacking wing backs. How many of these lads are nailed on starters? If I'm being honest, if I was to say right now who is going to be guaranteed to start, Klug in goal, Hendo at centre back, Belston at DM, Bindley and Kelly in the midfield. And then I don't know if Bernard is nailed on. And then Coulson, so could be 5, could be 7. That's clear the starting 11 on the tactic, put the lads in who we see. Let's just have a quick little notice some of this. Okay, we're getting a little bit more money in for kit sponsor. That's good. Scout and budget's up, which is good. Luke Skinner. He's on the shortlist, is he? I don't think he's actually interested in us, is he? $12 goals. So, yeah, if we took out, I mean, Critchlow apparently Critchlow is good enough for us, but we're not convinced, are we? So let's remove. That's what we've got so far for definite. And even then, don't know whether we can move Bindley somewhere else. Yeah, so we need another centre back. That's the thing. We need a centre back. We definitely need some fullbacks or wing backs and a striker. I mean, do we? If we put Coulson there, does that work? Channel false 9 moves back. Can any of these midfielders pass? Bindley can. 13 and 14 for vision. Kelly, no, Kelly can't. 7 for passing, 9 for vision, 10 for tackling. I mean, Kelly can't really do anything. But so I don't really know why he's there. And Belston can't pass either. 8 for vision, 8 for passing. We need a new midfield. Bernard's got passing of 4. Oh God. Oh Jesus. All right, come back on Pender. You've got passing of 12. Belston's a centre half. Do you think? So hang on. So if we put Belston there, and then we put Pender there. And then you got Bindley, Kelly, and Openda in the midfield. And we spend all summer trying to train Belston to be a centre back. Where do I do this? Where do I ask him to be a new position? Oh, we got to wait until the all right, okay, got to wait until the season starts. Anticipation and pace make him a good foil for the big lad next to him. I mean, if Lama's seen something that we haven't seen, that would be great. And then Kelly 10 for tackling. It feels weird how we've moved him backwards, but then pressing defensive mid. So he should sit a bit deeper. Or Pender can pass the ball around. Might want to scout players who can pass the ball. Good. That's a good shout. That is a good shout, actually. Yeah, we should probably do that, actually. Right. So are we keeping a couple of players? So is Hamish getting another 1 year as a squad player? Two good fullbacks and two wide players, and the team looks decent. Oh, he wants to be an important player. I mean, let's just cancel for now, but I think we're going to have a moment with Hamish. What are we doing with Josh Mack? Are we letting him leave the building? Kalkowski, we can maybe move out, can't we? And then the same with Houghton. So let's loan him out then. Let's loan. See what happens with Kalkowski as well, actually. We can have a look, can't we? All right, Cambridge have beaten Scunthorpe. So 6 days until the transfer window opens. Paul Williamson, acceleration, determination. Again, no technicals though. Composure of 11, finishing of 8. Off the ball of 11. He's not going to do it, is he? Anthony Munda. Is that the lad who we wanted? And has he now got a new contract? In fact, there was a midfielder. It might be him, actually. Take that bit off. Let's go for midfielder. I think it is him, actually. If Knight came back for another year, could he be a goal-scoring wide player? Not sure, actually. Not sure. I think that lad is the one that we've just tried to sign there, actually. Corey Van Vick, that was the lad that was at Gateshead years ago. See if he wants to come in for trial, because he was good, then dropped off the cliff a little bit. He's not the quickest, but he had good off the ball movement. He did, and that was something that I liked about him, to be honest. Shea Tilsley, Very aggressive. Again, what was his deal? Harrogate and Kettering. Trial him, and I think we've had him on trial before, actually. Then Matthew Smith, again, finishing 1 to 5. 5 to 8 for passing again. He's not even going to be able to help there, is he? Vanderpew. Daniel Vanderpew. Gainsborough. 6'4". 11 to 17 for finishing. 9 to 17 acceleration. Jumping reach is decent. 21 goals one season, 13 the next. But he is playing in a lower division though, isn't he? So, is he going to make the step up? Cole Sims is still unhappy. I mean, he's a possible, but I don't know if he's going to want to leave Guiseley for us. Wants to leave due to the club being relegated. There's no inquiry bit, is there? That's the problem. Max Waltman. Frank Tatum. Dredrick Tatum. Akimi Woolham. He was a thorn in our side, wasn't he? He played really well against us, actually. See if he'll come on a trial as well. I think we just have to turn into just a trial-a-thon, don't we? Jude Cogden. Crossing 11 to 17. Sergi Bernardo. 6'4". 13 for marking. 12 for crossing. Tackling's only on 10. Sergi Bernardo. Scouts seem to like him. Jay Sway, I'm not convinced by. Although, to be fair, with his passing 11, he might as well be playing our midfield easily. In fact, he's still on the shortlist, so that's fine. He might end up having to play. See left backs. Emil Oliver from Guiseley. Tackling, pace. Dribbling could be anything as low as a 3. Crossing could be as low as a 1. We bid for Lenny O'Sullivan before, actually. Yeah, when he left Chorley, that's right. Jay Sway. Femi Olafinjana. Don't think we'll be getting him. Will Tarman, centre half. They've been relegated, haven't they? So Kieran Thompson, 5'3" centre half. Maybe not. Oliver Arbour, 6'5". Could have got Alex Baldwin, the actor. We could have done. We could have got Christian Guru Murphy, the newsreader. O.C. Bahene. Let's see what he's saying. Ghanaian, 6'6". Patrick Hamidi. Caden Voice. Guru Murphy would do a job. I think he'd be all right, wouldn't he? I'd quite like getting him in there. Stephen Moroney, what happened there? He's left Bury, has he? Oh. Right, okay. We tried to sign him last season. Things obviously didn't work out for him. There's Alex Baldwin. Very good work rate. Logan Edmondson. Miller Megson. Miller Megson sounds like a really bad UFC character. Oh. Spotify seems to have died. So that's interesting. We'll just keep plugging away for a little bit until that comes back up, I think. Adam Bealby. We had Adam Bealby, didn't we, on trial, and we weren't convinced by him. Try to close Spotify down, reload it back up again. Yeah, Spotify's having none of it, isn't it? It's your 5th year following TJ. My word, Dan. Oh, what a I don't even know what we even meant to say at this point. That's crazy. Crazy. Now here's the question: is it Spotify that's down, or is it my internet? Oh, there you go. Spotify looks like it's coming back up slowly. That's what she said. Freddie Leatherbarrow. Vegan player, apparently. Yeah, I think it could be an internet thing. So we're running super slow now. Let me know if this is chugging along in the background for everyone. Ripley says, forgot you were Darlington for a second. I didn't recognise the badge. Interesting approach to go after non-league English guys, a random Portuguese team. Could do. Stream's chugging along fine. Lovely. Okay, so it must just be it must be a Spotify thing then, because Epidemic is also not having any of it. So, yeah, I think it's a music thing. How bizarre. Right. I'm not sure where else we get music from, so there you go. But you know what? Let's just make music up in our heads. Let's start coming up with it with our own tunes. Do, 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 do. It's an itsy bitsy teeny weeny. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Right, let's have a look at some things. So Bernardo is an option. Sergi Bernardo. But he won't come on trial. So he's not coming. Hair pulling a red card now. I know, ridiculous, isn't it? Absolutely ridiculous. But probably also fair. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Cole Sims, I'm going to put as a question mark. Up front, Van Wyk is going to come in. Shea Tills is going to come in. Eamy's coming in. Maroney, sorry. Question is, how many of these players are actually better than what we've got? That's the thing, right? And then not just better than what we've got, like how many of these players are actually going to push on and be good enough for next season. So Corey Van Wyk, historically did pretty well. Gates said all the way back. 18 goals, 12 assists. Looked very, very good in the National North. Then went to Southend, 7-32. Scunthorpe, 5-26. He's played at this level, but not much at Bolton when he's gone back there. Still only 23 as well. Has anything weird happened? Not really, I must admit. No, not really. I would love to have said yes, but no, it's been... I think the weirdest thing is that we got promoted. That's probably been the weirdest thing, I think. Stephen Maroney. "6'6", no nonsense, jumping reach of 19, bravery of 19. Happy to get himself involved, can play left back if needs be. Determined, decent at marking, decent positioning, good enough work rate. Concentration's pretty good. Doesn't like big matches, that's the problem. We checked who's managing in the Premier League. No, not yet. Not yet, Llama. We could do. We could have a little nosy and see if anything's going down. Caden Voice. Wait and see what happens there with that. You know what? Right, let's have a little nosy then. Right, let's see your Premier League. Right. I mean, there you go. Man City top, Liverpool, Brighton second. So, Manchester City managed by Ronnie Fellaini. So, yeah, Ronnie Fellaini, formerly of Anderlecht, I believe. So he's the current manager. That's Company, is it? So is Company not got his own name? Oh, well, there you go. Right, Vincent Company's in charge. Kieran Lovelady. That's got to be. That can't be. Not made that up as well, have they? So there's Kieran Lovelady. Unai Emery's at Liverpool. That's definitely a real person. The Mags have got Luis Enrique. Arsenal have still got Mikel Arteta. Of course they have. Of course they have. Enzo Maresca's at Chelsea. Thomas Tuchel's at Man U. Thomas Frank still at Spurs. Kieran McKenna's at Villa. It's an interesting one. Fabian Hurlitz at Herzl is at Everton. Vincenzo Italiano is at Bournemouth, which I'm pretty sure is what Donald Trump calls anyone from Italy. Manuel Neuer is in charge of West Ham. Okay, so some interesting things have happened. Leicester, Alberto Aquilani. Odd choice. Gary Rowett in charge of Burnley. Cesc Fabregas is in charge of Brentford. Andros Townsend manages Ipswich. Southampton managed by Edin Terzic. Ian Josh, how are you, buddy? Greg Crane is managing Norwich, who I think is just like a local recruitment consultant. Sheffield United managed by Nick Montgomery, so that's a golfer probably. And then Crystal Palace managed by Aaron Diantino, which again I don't really think is a real person. I think they've made that up. Yeah, so that's where we're at with that one. Then who's in charge of Sunderland? Julian Stefan. No idea. No idea. Right, Spotify's our anonymous, by the way, at the minute. Kieran Lovely Lady is also a real dude. He managed a few youth teams, biggest one being Man City. He's assistant manager at Adana Demirspor. Try YouTube Music. Can YouTube Music work? Can it? Oh, hang on. We might have something. We might be back up and running. We say. I don't know. I don't think it is working. Oh, we have music. We have music. You've ordered Parmo. That would work. There you go. We have tunes again. It's coming for Bond. Paddy Bond. Is that someone for us? Paddy Bond doesn't like big matches. Works well for the team. He's pacey. He can dribble. Do you know what? I think Paddy Bond is actually is probably better than what we've got. Comparing him to Kalkowski and Houghton. You don't come here for FM, but did you say you got promoted? We did, Jam. It was very, very exciting. Yeah, we got ourselves a cheeky little promotion there. So up into the National League now. How do you manage that? Last time you weren't even in the playoffs. We just hit consistency, and I don't know how it happened. It was just one of those ones where like we hit a nice run of form, and from there we just sort of like kept going, and then all of a sudden we ended up into the playoffs and got promoted via an own goal. So, which I think is the best way to do it, right? It was insane. Do you know what? It genuinely was. And in the chat, you could feel it. You could feel it. It was an emotional night, that one, wasn't it? I think. Sam Barron, 14 for passing. Oh, look at this guy. Is it Paul Gascoigne? It's fickle personality, though. Let's see what Joe Roberts is saying, shall we? Look at me daughters. Yeah, and your booze cabinet. See, have they triggered his contract yet? They haven't. Thing is, Harrogate think that he's got potential, so I wonder whether or not they're gonna keep him. But could we move it? So you think we could maybe move him outright? I'm guessing. Evening, Ian. How are you, buddy? Welcome in. How's the rebuild? Slow at the moment. You know us. We're not speedy around here, Ian. Ripley says, being on the verge of the championship, there's something heartwarming about this level where everyone's just a little bit garbage. Don't you worry, all of our players are a little bit rubbish. Even our good ones. Joe Roberts, they're saying, is a leading national player. Resolute, very consistent, good player for this level. What about Bedford and Scarborough? Right-footed, but plays on the left. Of course he is. Rome wasn't built in a day, but neither was Darlington. That's the thing, isn't it? People forget that. Last guy having 16 for finishing, but still 2 stars of current ability. This is where we're at. Old Randy. You want right footers on the left if Coulson's a false 9. I suppose, yeah. I suppose. Let's save this off, and then we can give everyone the database to play with, shall we? Right, season 10. This is the big one. This is the one where we finish top 10. Right? Is it only available to subscribers? Yes. Yeah. I figure they've got to do something for putting up with me and paying to put up with me. Yeah, so I give them something back. At the end of the save, we'll put everything all up. But yeah, as we're going through, it goes out to anyone who's got Amazon Prime or Twitch subs. Just as a thank you. Oh, look at that, Llama! You wonderful, wonderful human being. Make sure you appreciate that, Llama. Make sure you link your Discord to Twitch, and then you'll get into the Discord area. And then where will I do it? Will I do it now? Let's have a look. Yeah, and then of course everyone will be like, "No, TJ, I've already got promoted, won the league 19 times." And I'm like, "Yeah, yes, that's great. Well done, everyone." Yeah, let me just load it up now. That's very kind of you, Llama, by the way. So, in fact, in the subscriber only save files bit, you should get access to the whole folder. So it should be in there in a moment. In but a moment. Won 3 Premier League titles in the Champions League with Darlow, not to brag. You brag away. You brag away. Yeah. Loan farming coming. Ugh. Ugh. No, do it. Do it. Even Grobenar, welcome in. Get demoted 19 times in a row, then we'll talk. Yeah. Anyone playing the save has to do so whilst talking themselves in the mirror, eating trifle, throwing cat turds in their neighbour's garden. Yeah. Oh yeah, and trying to upset as many viewers as possible. Yeah, like really try and sort of like make an effort to upset people. Be like, we don't know enough about Roberts, do we, to put a bid in? Bedford are interested. I mean, first touch is going to be fine. Dribbling's going to be okay, so is crossing. Is he going to be good enough? I arrived right when there's a French song. I was summoned. Put the bid in, delay it, say no more about him. Regular starter, maybe? 1,200 quid. Come on. Calm down, right? 1,000 feels a lot. He's fast, and that at this level is probably going to be enough. Could be enough. Nice and play both wings. What position does the squad need strengthening? Like everywhere. Left back. How do you feel about Arsenal potentially not bottling it? I mean, I don't. They are going to bottle it, though, aren't they? that's the thing. They are, aren't they? Really. Um, yeah, I think everybody knows what's going to happen. I mean, even poor Dan. Dan's been rocking himself to sleep the last few days. Vladimir Barze, Bailey Roddy. Lincoln Hunt, Cyril Friedman. Look at Cyril Friedman, Llama. Oh, this is one of our players, isn't it? Look at that hair. What a beautiful, like we say that the new gens don't look beautiful, but this guy is fit. Yeah. He is a looker, isn't he? Adam Adubu as well. Maybe we all just have to stare into Cyril Friedman's eyes and be like, oh, isn't he dreamy? Beard's doing him no favours. The poster boy of Darlow. Look, he's Darlow Jack Grealish. Where'd you get the save file? It's in the Discord. So if you go into Discord, Chaser, and into subscriber only files, if you've linked your Discord to Twitch, then you'll find it in there. The lad from Guiseley, an inside forward on the right. Interesting. Alex Williams, temperamental. Yeah, you're right. You're right. About Arsenal could make it to the Champions League final, and they could lose that as well. They could, they could have a clean sweep of sadness this year. But who knows? Who knows how they'll do? Stephen Cummins. I can't wait. I know. I'm like, do you know what, Dan? I I think that it would be nice just to sort of like get the season over and done with, isn't it? At this point, like it's it feel at the minute it feels cruel, just like having to watch it, and I feel bad for you having to like sort of take the ribbon in the same way I feel bad for Chris, you know, with the whole Spurs thing. Like it's just not fun to watch it happen. They'll be the first team in English football, to have all 4 trophies in sight and finish with nothing. But they didn't know. This is the thing, right? They didn't have all 4 trophies in sight because they weren't in. It was the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, so they still had the semis to get past and the finals. That's not really the FA Cup wasn't nailed on. They got to the final of the Carabao Cup, and they're still not in the final of the Champions League. So again, that's not, at the time, that wasn't in sight. So I'm not having that they've bottled a quadruple. If they were in the final of all these things, then I'd say yes. But nah, they were running away with the league, and it's now becoming a question about whether or not they go through. If you go by the stage of the season, but you can't by. Yeah, but that's like saying, like, all right, if they were in the 3rd round, they're all in. It's all nailed on. Like I'm thinking more about like the reality of it. They weren't. Yeah, maybe I'm just trying to make it sound less sensational. It's shit we've been through ourselves. It's not nice, but at least it's not Sunderland. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as long as someone else can now experience how shit it is. And if you've not even had the foresight to make a telly program about it, I mean, they did, though, didn't they? If we go that way, Liverpool and Man U have also bottled a quadruple. Exactly. That's my point. Like technically everyone has bottled a quadruple and a treble. Yeah. They've also had easy guaranteed ties. I mean, that's probably debatable, but I think every English club has had an easier ride in Europe because of the way the seedings work. But ultimately, isn't the argument you can only beat what's put in front of you? I think that's the argument, right? Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. PSG probably going back to back. You know, PSG versus Bayern. Great game. Brilliant game. Um, what happens at the end? Who knows? Who knows? Anything in knockouts to me is probably a tough time in the Champions League. Most teams can beat most teams on any given night. Yeah, look, when it gets to knockouts, I'll take that because then it's knockout football. They're there for a reason. But when it's in the, it's not even group stage anymore now, is it? It's whatever the new setup is. It's yeah, I don't know. It's designed in it to keep teams in. So So allow the old man to grumble for a little bit. Horseman being a bid for Stephen Moroney. Where are Horsham at? £2,000 he wants still. Right, Moroney is not going to come. It's 2 years in a row we've missed out on him. Oti Bohene. He looks all right, apart from the fact that he's fickle, doesn't he? I mean, he can't tackle. That's a slight concern for a centre-back. And he only played one match this season, so he's probably not great. Okay, Paddy Bond's in. So that's that's someone. Evening, mad scientist. How are you, buddy? Welcome. What shirt have we got this evening? It's the Belgian Tintin shirt from a couple of years ago. It's one of my favorites. How are you, pal? Hope you're good. Shall we transfer this Kalkowski? The amount of money we're paying him. New York want him. If we can get some cash for him, that's probably going to help, isn't it? And then we think if we can get Houghton out as well and get some money in for him. What's your least favourite sponsor name of the National League? Do you know what? I don't know. Ensley was quite out there, wasn't it? But it's also like, it's prime, isn't it? Blue Square, Vanarama, they all work. Do you know what? Evo Stick was the one I didn't like. That might actually be a division even lower. Even Novishkar, welcome in. Blue Square is the goal. Absolutely. If it's not Blue Square, it doesn't count. And as Lama said before as well, the League Cup is now the Rumbelows Cup. So welcome Novishkar. Isn't Evo Stick the 7th tier? Oh, is it? All right, okay. Well, in that case, I've got no idea then. I'm genuinely out then. Evo Stick are the proper glue stick leagues. Are we winning? No, of course not, Novishkar. Of course not. I like your optimism, but no. Season's over. We're now thinking about what we can do next year. Where are we going to be in terms of next levels? Ooh, Shea Tilsley. Right, okay. Hang on. Shea Tilsley, striker, 20 for aggression, 18 for bravery, 15 for determination, 15 off the ball. Target forward, attempt overhead kicks. A target forward who's 5'9". who likes the ball played into his feet, and he dives into tackles. Ooh, shit, Hillsley. There's some things we like here, isn't there? Just 2 foot and tackling everybody. Prime bastard lone ball striker. Yeah. 5'9" target man. He can't jump for the ball. I mean, he could be. I mean, attempt to. Doesn't say he can do them. It says he just tries. Jumping reach of 5. Also tries bikes. Yeah. Yeah, just doing bicies, mate. Just doing bicies. Nathaniel Tansley, centre half. We still don't know enough about him just yet. Craig Brennan, determination of 20. That could maybe be enough, couldn't it? Good League One player. Doesn't like big matches. Can't pass the ball. Marking and tackling's pretty good. Oh, we could go back to 3 at the back here, couldn't we? Just make sure he literally never touches the ball. His feet are new golden. Yeah. Charlie Walker Smith. Determination 18. Coming straight from Salford. He might be decent as well. Jude Cogden. He's maybe not good enough, actually. Well, 13 for pace. Jumping reach of 4 isn't really ideal, is it? Oliver Arbour, maybe no. Oliver Arbour is here to stay. Yeah, get rid of him. Walker Smith, could he play right back, do you reckon? He's pacey, he can jump. Concentration, bravery, aggression, they're all decent. Leadership's good. I wonder. £700? Okay. And we want to go back and have a look at Sergi Bernardo as well. Right, Roberts has gone to Boreham Wood. Okay. He's very centre back corded. Seems like he could be a solid defensive right back, not much offensively. This is our Mel Twyford. Yeah. Where's the what's our shortlist looking like? Jeremy Martin. Who's I'm looking for on the shortlist? Right back. Oh, our man Bernardo is not interested, he's not. There he is. Yeah. Oh, Chris. Spurs lost the FA Cup on penalties. 0-0 during normal time. Damn it, Chris. Oh no, anyway. Still National League North? No, flying now, Paul. Flying National League now. Been here for a whole season. Just had the podcast on, but you weren't on this week's. No, I wasn't. No, we had an issue at home, unfortunately, so I wasn't about this week. So we left you with the capable hands of Cy and Aaron and Matt and Clates. So yeah, let them do the good stuff. Vladimir Barze again. He attempts overhead kicks as well. He's very, very quick. So Lincoln Hunt's a possibility. Are we thinking Tilsley? Fringe player? Just appearances. Do you know what? Fine. Just appearances. Get yourself in. It is worth noting as well, Lama, that Sammy J has left the club. The fact he doesn't mind a non-contract is an automatic yes to me. Yeah. But then it's also a worry, though, because if he... other clubs then be like, oh, yeah, we're going to get this guy. Yeah, no, Sammy J just walked out, didn't have a contract. So he was just like, all right, see you later. And I was like, oh, all right, yeah. Fair, maybe you do leave. Think of the income from the shampoo deals. I think you're thinking of the other guy, aren't you? I mean, I wonder if he's got another club yet, though. He's got a Garforth. Again, on a non-contract. That's some hair right there. Alex Williams, they're saying, is worth another look. Temperamental, 6'1", aggression of 16. Good enough to play League One, apparently. Volatile. I mean, do we sign a couple of angry strikers? Is that the club Socrates made an appearance for? It is. It is. Stephen Cummins, they're saying as well. Argues with officials. Leaving League One player, unflappable, realist. I'm not convinced he's... 10 for acceleration is not too bad, but his teamwork, his work rate, his leadership's not brilliant. So Morinet's gone to Horsham. Where are Horsham? National League South. So, right, fair enough. He's obviously in it for the money. What do we think of O'Doherty? Feel like he's just physical and fickle. Don't feel like he's the one for us. Vladimir Barzi. Again, very quick. Another man who likes to try overhead kicks. Big shares coming in though. See what Alex Williams reckons. Well, it's going to be a bit of a mix around, isn't it? And then see what lands. So 37. I was like, looked at that. 37 players. I forgot that some of these players are going to leave. Right. So Asplin. Are we keeping Asplin or are we keeping McNamara as the backup goalkeeper? I don't think there's too much difference between Asplin and McNamara, but that rushing out and acceleration is a big concern. So let's see if will he accept backup. All right, okay. Right. Josh Max leaving, I'm afraid. Okay. Looks like he's going to walk. Right. Archie can stay. Douglas. Okay, regular starter could be a thing. 800 down to 625. Yeah, go on, Hamish. That works. And a 2-year deal as well. So, right, Hamish has done what we needed to do. That's fine. So he now becomes a backup player. Or Pender's out of contract. Are we trying to keep him? No, he doesn't want to keep a contract at all, so he's going to leave. Okay. Oh, there you go. One of our players has been poached, gone to York. Walker Smith to sign for Darlow. That's the Welsh lad, isn't it? Do you know what? I'm happy with him. If he's our centre back, I'm happy with that. I mean, the heading's not great. And he could play right back if needs be, couldn't he? As long as we don't get him doing anything silly, like getting up and down. 6'2". He's played at Salford in League One. Yeah, he's been a regular in League One. Let's get him locked in. Craig Brennan's gone to Newport instead, so we've lost out on him. That's a shame with a 20 determination, but don't worry. We'll get him another year. In a vaccine. Obviously, some people won't listen to this. They'll be against it, and they'll be like, no, it's not for me. Gives you migraines, makes your tummy go all weird. The government make you want to listen to them. Tunes have been superb. It's a good playlist, this one, isn't it? As I say, I can't lay credit for the playlist, but it's got enough in on it. All right, so at the minute we can field a side, just about. It means Coulson's out on the left again. Marvin Heppel, we've had him on the shortlist for a while. Not really got much finishing though, has he? 10. But determination, first touch, dribbling, off the ball. He's only 22. Pierce, how are you, pal? Welcome in. Have we been here since the start? We have. We have been here since the start, I'm afraid. Yeah, just the 10 seasons now at Darlington. So yeah, we're making hard work of it. I appreciate the follow as well, Pierce. Very kind. Thank you. Nathan Saunders. Is he out of contract, is he? He is. Physical specimen, 6'3". Tackling's good. There's not much else there, though, is there? Like, this technical stuff's not great. Paul's in there as well on the follow. Appreciate that, Paul. Very, very kind. Jerry Martin's not really good enough for us. Louis Samba. Nah. What do we think about Sam Barron? Just thinking that passing and that vision, does he replace Openda? Maybe he doesn't, does he? He's maybe not quite good enough. We need someone who's going to be able to, like, be the next step up. Yeah, Openda's got more blue than he's got green. Have we got the National League yet? Oof. We've only just got into the National League. No. We're going to be here for years. Literally only just turned up. Jamie Saxon. Yeah, we'll be fine. We're gonna be here for we're gonna have fun with it, don't worry. Here for a long time, not a good time. Yeah, exactly. Definitely not here for a successful time. So Heppel doesn't want to come on trial. What do we think, chat? Good player? Bad player? Unsure? Track record? Let's have a look. Don't think he's played much. Finishing 10. He's not really been playing, to be honest. He's only 20. He's 22. He looks average. Yeah. That's what we're after, though, isn't it? We want a team of average Joes. Maybe. Douglas is on a new 2-year deal, so he's down to 625 quid on his wages. We are slightly over, of course, at the minute. But we are going to lose some players, so McNamara is going to leave. Let's have a look at. Let's get rid of some players who aren't going to stay. So Acme, Woolham can go. Jude Coughlin can go. Alex Williams, let's keep you for a little bit. Steve Cummins will keep. Lincoln Hunt will keep. So Hume's gone. Asplin, we think, might go, but McNamara definitely. Openda's going to go. Gilligan, to give him another year. Doesn't want to sign on. So he's on the way out as well. Right, okay. So we are going to lose a couple of players then. Got to tell you also because I don't want Aaron to see, but Sunday League Gaffer is looking very good. Amazing. So I mentioned it last night on stream side. I was like, I said to everyone, I was like, don't tell anybody, don't tell Aaron. But I think it's going to be really, really good fun. Really good fun. So if you're not on Patreon, by the way, so side, do you reckon we can get that up and running on Monday? So if you've got that little bit to clip out on your screen, we'll try and get it loaded up and put out on Monday morning. So yeah, if you're not on Patreon, sign up, £3 a month, 7-day free trial as well. Actually, watch myself, Sai, and Second Yellow Card Matt create a new football game. We're going to create a new football management game, and yeah, Aaron wasn't there, so Aaron's gonna have to play it on Thursday. You could put it out on beta. So what do you mean by put out on beta? As in, like, some people get access to it? Is that what you're trying to say? Because the episode itself needs to go out on Monday. So the actual game itself is going to be available in a beta test. Might be buggy. So hang on. So am I right in thinking that Patreons will get access to this site? Is that right? Because if so, there's an incentive. Nice. Right. Okay, we need to get a proper bank holiday post for this one then. Okay, there you go, chat. You heard it here first. You get access to Sunday League Gaffer as well. I can't remember if I told anybody any of the things as to where we are and what sort of stuff's in it, but honestly, we were pissing ourselves trying to come up with the prompts for it. So good. Breaking news indeed, Ripley. Yeah, but don't tell Aaron, right? Aaron doesn't need to know this just yet. Right? That's the bit we keep to ourselves, okay? Yeah. So basically, be cool, right? Okay. All he is, be cool. Don't tell him. Brown is not going to. If you want to tease, I've sent a screenshot. Oh, have you? Amazing. Right. Okay. Okay. Let me pop this on here then. Can I share images? I don't know if I can or not. Right. Okay, I've popped it in the Discord as well. How do I make that as a spoiler? Oh, of course, yeah. I just drag it in, can't I? Yeah. Right, okay. Okay. Right. Be prepared. There we go. This is Sunday League Gaffer that we created. I'm just gonna let you absorb that for a second. Coaching badges. You decide to pay the examiner £200 to overlook the exam result. The examiner pockets the cash, gives you the certificates, doesn't make eye contact. You are now officially qualified. Dave will never know. Late arrival. Ref finds you for the delay. Jeff arrives. No sheep in sight. Subs not paid. The kit has never been cleaner. Jeff finds it strangely therapeutic. Honestly, this is the normal bit. The rest of it is batshit. But yeah, it's going to be I think it's going to be fine. I think it's going to be fun. Browning, by the way, Lama, to answer your question about this lad, he was on the list of players that we wanted to get on loan last season. He's now leaving Leeds, and unfortunately, he's going to end up going to a club that's going to be higher up the league than us because he doesn't want to come to us just yet. So we'll see what happens though. When he leaves, hopefully, fingers crossed, we can have another look at him. I also like Jamal Brennan as well, but he might also not want to sign. Yeah, doesn't want to go. I've kept the batshit stuff out and lets people discover the stuff later. Yeah, I think there's a lot in there to find. So yeah, it should be fun. Oh, Randolph Knight's got a new contract. Of course he was going to give one. Speaking of new contracts, we've got a new contract. Transfer budget 12 grand. 825 quid. Still only 1 year. They're not going to give us too much more, mind, are they? What's that, Jagsman? What's happening? Contract extension after promotion. I mean, let's see if that's a thing. They're acceptable. Scotland are playing in the World Cup next month. Potentially. We are, of course, presuming that there is a World Cup next month. I've genuinely not heard anything about it, so I was a bit surprised. Like, it might not even go ahead. Normally they tend to hype this sort of stuff up, right? But everyone pulls out and we win by default. Everyone pulls out and we still finish second. It's like, damn it. How did we do that? There was no one even there. We still lost. It's like that time that Estonia didn't turn up and we still couldn't score past them. Right. Tell you what, we've got a couple of players in. We're into June now. Dundee have made a bid for Henderson, not ours, I hope. No, not ours, thankfully. God. I mean, if Dundee are in for, we're not going to be able to. Nah. Drew them in Monaco, we should have rewarded 3-0. Yes, agreed. Okay, so I think we've managed to get ourselves into some sort of relative state. Total Extreme Wrestling tomorrow. That's where we're at with that. Okay, it's gonna be fun. Bring yourselves back in to the Graps Fest. It's a nice change of pace. It's a very nice change of pace. Who's Craig Merrick? Only Huddersfield. That's where Openda came from. Come have yourself a trial. Yeah, come and play TEW with us tomorrow night. We'll book the third Backseat Wrestling Sunday Slam, and we'll actually let's come back full screen. Let's come back full screen. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, wrestling tomorrow. Stream tonight was fun. We've done a lot of admin. We upset some people, which again is fine. A few players in there that look like they might be quite decent. See how we end up on Monday, right? We'll do a bit more of that on Monday. It'll be fun. Obviously, sign up for Patreon so you get access to Sunday League Gaffer. And yeah, let us know what you think, because Aaron's going to have to play it this week. And he's not seen it, or he's not even aware that it's a thing. So again, keep it quiet from him. Yeah. He doesn't need to know anything about this just yet. It's all a lovely, beautiful, wonderful surprise. So yeah, that'll be cool. Let's go ready, shall we? Let's see who's about doing things and who would like to have some more people come and see their work. Let's just check to see what's working on the old Twitch streams, because my stuff seems to be running a little bit slow at the moment. But is Mr. Owen still on? I think he might be. Let's go and see. Go and see Rich. I'm sure he's still there. If he's not, then we'll end up going wherever he raids out to. But yeah, fun. Love you all. See you tomorrow for wrestling. Yeah, have a good evening, folks. Sleep well. See you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.